What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. AuzSOME here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or not, depending on where you're at, but I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the markets. Obviously, we had some really good things come through with just news on just the markets overall. However, the markets are down today. A lot of the markets are down because indicators are telling us the markets are down. We knew going into this week that the markets were definitely over purchased. We had a really nice week last week. I mean, we went on almost 8 days, 7 to 8 days where we were constantly in the green. We were expecting there to be a retracement. I was expecting there to be a retracement on Saturday. However, that retracement got rejected and we bounced back up into the green through Sunday, and then coming into Monday and today, we were kind of struggling to keep up there. You can see the pricing coming down for both across the whole market, not just XRP, across the whole market here. But we'll go through everything today. We got a lot of things to cover today. So before we jump into that, I do want to say what's up to the A-Team here. We got Evan, Shaman, what's up, man? We got that one guy in the house here, Michael. Good to see you guys. Travis, yo, what's up, man? We got Robert, Pissed Off Puppy, what's up, dude? Richard, Crypto Keeper Joel, what's up, man? We got Andrew. We got Crypto Mimi, Tall Paul, Kevin, good to see you guys. We got Old Man Jenkins, Jake. We got Mr. Woe. Good to see each and every one of you. We're over here on TikTok as well. What's up, everyone on TikTok? We're here to talk about the markets. Yeah, we got that dad bod in the house here. What's up, dude? Dirk Diggler. What's up, man? Stepping into grace. Good to see you guys. Good to see each and every one of you. Crypto Revenge. Hellbent. What's up? What's up, Gabe? Ron Sander. Okay, perfect. Perfect. If I missed some of you, sorry, man. We're going fast. So F Joe, what's up, my guy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so let's jump into it. We got some things to cover here today. As you guys can see right now, the cryptocurrency market is a little bit down today. You can see definitely, well, let me refresh this real quick. You can see it's down today. We're down roughly 1.87%, down to a $3.25 trillion market cap here. So a little bit of a downturn. We knew this. We knew this going into it. We talked about it yesterday on stream. We talked about the markets going down. All of us put in shorts. All of us are making out on our shorts right now because of this. So kudos to everyone that jumped in on the shorts. We are making really good money today, actually. My play from last Wednesday. So as you guys know, I got into a short with Bitcoin. Thinking, like I said, I was preparing for the markets to turn down on Saturday, right? I was going to do about a 72-hour window. A market's turn actually went up. I hung on to my short throughout that whole upturn. My liquidation was 111. I didn't think it was going to hit the liquidation. I mean, that would have been all-time highs. Didn't think it was going to hit it. Definitely came back down. Now I'm a couple $100 up now, holding on to that. So patience does pay off. I say that all the time on the channel here is that, sometimes you just have to be patient for things to play out. It took about 6 to 7 days for that to play out. 6 days, 7 tomorrow, but 6 days for it to play out. It's played out nicely, dude. And the shorts today have been very, very well. Last night, all my shorts hit stop losses. And then I re-entered 2 more shorts coming into this morning around like 5 a.m. I woke up after my stop losses hit, saw where the charts were, re-entered into a couple shorts, and we're still up. It still went down even further. So things are looking pretty damn good today. But you can see right now, Bitcoin is down slightly, about 2.24%, which is still, I mean, that's a lot. That's a big percentage when you're doing margin trading here. Ethereum back down to 2406. This thing has dropped over $100 in the last 24 hours. You can see Tether. You can see XRP right here at 217. This thing was obviously over 230 yesterday, back down to 217. This thing did hit 215 today, but still holding on strong. Solana still weakening right now. Some people are thinking that we're going to get back into the low 140s. However, this was trading at 155 this morning. So even if you got into this morning around 5 p.m., this thing was still trading around 150. What about 153, 152? So even then, it's come down significantly. We look at our other baby right here. I told you guys I jumped into a Hedera short as well. Hedera has come down significantly, made really good money off the Hedera shorting of this one, and things are looking pretty damn good. I'll be honest with you guys. Things are looking pretty good. I got to get back into Discord and work them leverage trades. Hey, Jake, you got to, man. Discord's been great with that kind of stuff. I'm looking to enter into my girlfriend's shorts. Yeah, you would have, Joe. I figured that. Let's see, how did the fees work when you hold on to your position for that long? I mean, you get charged the funding rate, right? The funding rate, which is like 0.0035 or whatever it was. So I mean, I was charging like, because I had, what was it, $200 or $500 in there, so you get charged the funding rate of it. I think I could tell you, actually, you know what, I'll tell you what it is. We'll pull it up. I'll pull it up here. We'll share it with you. I don't know exactly what it is, but there was a funding rate on it, but I'll show you guys what it was. I don't know exactly what it was. I didn't look into it. I'm not sure what shorts he's shorting. Well, obviously, F. Joe's shorting his girlfriend's shorts, so I can't get in Discord. You can. You just choose not to, F. Joe. It's a big difference between I can't get in and I choose not to be in there. So what's up, my man? XRP actually going to jump. I hear is all-time highs. I just hope I don't end up being late. Yeah, well, the good thing is if you're holding a long-term bag, I mean, these leverage trades are nothing, right? I mean, if you're holding the long-term, you have this long-term out here, who cares what you're doing on the side? You know what I mean? Because we know that no matter if it goes up, you know, you're going to still have that bag. Everything else is just for fun. Everything I do on the leverage side is just for fun. I don't, you know, again, I'm risking money that I'm willing to lose, and that's always what it's been. And if I lose, I lose. If I win, I win, right? I mean, we're just trying to stack up more wins than losses, and that's really what it's come down to for me. And to be honest with you, I mean, we've done a lot better. We've done really, really well over the course of the last, I don't know, month. I mean, a lot of us have done very, very well using, you know, a lot of us are using BTCC, even though we use other things as well. Not like BTCC is the only thing to use, but I mean, that's what we've been using. So yeah, I think that there's just some a good thing. If you, I put out a little tweet today. If you take anything away from anything in crypto, the number one thing you should be doing is figuring out a way to just try to do perpetuals, try to learn charting, try to learn where things are going to go, like learn indicators, because you know, going in and listening to someone talk. We were talking about influencers yesterday on the stream here, and you know, people were, you know, calling me a content creator, calling me an influencer, and all that kind of stuff. And I get that. I want to talk about crypto, but like, I think I want to separate myself from like that kind of like, hey, you're an influencer thing, and that's where the discussion came from. And one thing I'd rather just teach people how to do indicators and look at indicators and read charts and this, even the small basics of that kind of stuff, because then you don't have to go listen to any influencer. You don't have to go listen to people say it's going to 10x today or it's going to 10x tomorrow or 5x or 1000x, like all that bullshit that you guys hear out there. There's no need for that. Just go read the chart yourself, and you'll see that here in the next week, it's not going to do that. You'll see here in the next month, it's not going to do that based off charting, right? Based off where we're at with just simple news and where the data's at, just like the simple things, right? Are you still DCAing in? No, I'm not DCAing into anything. I haven't actually added to my long-term bag since November, dude. I haven't plugged in my ledger. I haven't bought crypto. I do have some, like I have bought some on, you know, Coinbase and things like that, that have just like a little bag here and there that I bought back in January that I'm still holding on to. But yeah, I haven't plugged in anything into my long-term bags in a really long time, dude. I haven't plugged my ledger in since like November. No, yeah, like November, October. So all my long-term stuff is just sitting there. I'm not even DCing in. I have everything I need. What's up, Anthony Hawkins? We got Anthony Hawkins in the house over on TikTok. What's up, my guy? Can someone post a Discord link? If you go to my description box, Art2, my description box has all my links in there. So definitely go do that. And you have to be a member to actually get into Discord. So that's a big thing here. We need those rate cuts. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. We got some rate cut stuff to talk about here. Daniel, we got Daniel coming in hot. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the A team. Daniel, welcome, my friend. And yeah, definitely see you over on Discord, dude. Then, bro, I'm coming on 7 months in the A team. I know people have been in here for much, much longer. Yeah, 7 months is awesome, bro. I appreciate you a ton. Appreciate everyone that's on the A team here. I think we're still like over 1,500 A team members. So couldn't be more excited that there's over 1,500 paying A team members. And each and every one of you guys can actually join the Discord. So that's kind of cool. Learn the way to trades. Yeah, you definitely got to learn how to trade. Do you have indicators? Like, do I have my own personal indicators? The only indicator I'm working on right now, and I think the A team's working on it, is a Trump indicator. I need a Trump indicator. That's the only thing I've been wanting. The only thing I need is a Trump indicator. If I get a Trump indicator, I'll probably be like 100% on all trades. I'm just kidding. But as you can see right here, the markets are actually really flat, dude. This is like some of the flattest markets I've seen. After us breaking all-time highs in the S&P 500 yesterday, we went to like one of the flattest markets I've seen in quite some time here. But as you can see right here, you know, the S&P 500 is still 1.25 points up on the day, sitting at 6,250 points. We're at the Dow down just 4 points on the day. NASDAQ's up 10 points on the day. Overall, not too bad. You can see that starting a Q3 right now, very, very flat for the most part. And we can get into why some of this is. And there's a lot of good indicators outside of just like our indicators in terms of like charting, but like outside things when it comes to the US dollar, when it comes to interest rates, when it comes to just Trump's rhetoric that's out there right now. I mean, obviously him and Elon getting into a little dispute again over the big, beautiful bill. We saw the big, beautiful bill pass the Senate with JD Vance putting the tie-breaking vote on there. I mean, a lot of positive things are actually coming. So like I said, if you are actually shorting the markets, these are short-term shortings of the market, because coming towards the end of Q3 and into Q4, if you're shorting the market, you're probably gonna be left holding the bag. You're gonna be a James Wynn 2.0. And as you guys know, James Wynn actually got liquidated again today as he put a long in, and he put a long in on his stuff and got completely liquidated. So you got to be very, very careful listening to that guy. That guy is do anything opposite of what James Wynn does. I just want to put that out there. Okay. Have you heard of Smart Labs? I have not. Austin, what do you think of Robinhood's new ETH and Solana staking? I think as long as it's auto staking, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Staking away crypto is a big part of what crypto is. I mean, no different than putting away fiat on a CD. You can do the same thing with staking of your ETH and your Solana and stuff like that. Like auto staking is where it's at. Be able to have access to it at any given time, right? Give a perk if you want to like say, hey, if you want to stake this away for a year, here's like we'll do like a 15% APY or a 20% APY. However, we'll give you a 6% APY if you want to do auto stake, like something like that. But I don't like to stake away stuff for a very long time. That's just my personal opinion, dude. So who is the non-hodling Austin? I'm still holding Terrarium. You're holding a lot. If you're holding Terrarium, you're holding a lot more than just that, my guy. What's the deal, Brody? What's up, Craig Beats? We got Craig Beats in the house here. What's up, man? AirSent, what are you doing, dude? When you get old and grumpy and set in your ways, you can't be influenced. I don't know, man. There's people out there getting influenced pretty easily. And again, I hate that word. I hate the influencer. I mean, content creator, all that kind of stuff. We're just here to talk about news. We're here just to talk about what's going on in the space. Just here to talk about, how to look at indicators, what we're doing, what our plays are. That's really all it is. And that's kind of what I've always wanted to be. I've always been that. And so if anyone's coming here to be influenced, you're in the wrong channel, dude. Like, that's just not what I'm trying to do here. If you're looking for like plays on like the new memes of the day and the new, whatever, you're in the wrong channel, dude. That's not what I do. So news on the Pure Wallet launch. Good question, dude. I don't know. I got to talk to Andrew. Andrew was in Houston. Andrew was actually in Houston meeting with their new attorney for Pure Wallet. And I think he's back in Gumi now. So I'll have to give him a call. I haven't talked to him, dude. So I think things are going good. I just got a little update saying that a new update for the Pure Wallet came out, which allows MoonPay to be on there. So MoonPay, you can officially buy crypto inside the Pure Wallet with MoonPay. So that's pretty badass. I got to give you that. I got to give them that. So can you send the Discord link? Yeah, I could put the Discord link in the chat here. Hold on one second. Where is do I actually have a Discord? I wonder if this Discord link has actually worked. Does this Discord link work? It's a good question. I don't even know if the Discord link works. Let's actually see if it works. Let's see if it works. Nope, dude, that link is invalid. So yes, I'll send you a new link, bro. Let's see here if I can find a new link for you. I don't even know if I can know where the links are. I probably got to get Fan to do that real quick. Fan, where you at? I need help. Dude, where is the link? Crap. Yeah, you think I'd be better at this? I'm not good at finding a link for you right now, dude. I'm gonna have to ask Fan to do that. I'll text her real quick. So I'll get you a link, dude. Before the end of the stream, I'll get you a link to Discord. Okay, appreciate that. I'm here to be influenced. There it is. I think I tried that one. I don't know if it works. Does that one work? Because I just put that one in and it showed invalid. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Let's see what's over here on TikTok. How long has it been before my Nano is obsolete, Austin? I heard they're updating. I don't think the Nano will never be obsolete, but I definitely think that there's going to be some better options out there. I mean, Pure Wallet's going to be a better option. I mean, once Pure Wallet gets up and running, that's probably going to be what I jump to, because I mean, I'll probably never move my stuff off of my ledger, off of my what I got. I'll probably always keep it on there, and anything else I build, I'll probably move over to like the Pure Wallet where I have it at my hands and stuff like that. So I mean, it'll be very interesting to see where it comes out. What is attached to the server? It's what's attached to. Okay, so that should be it then. What's your thoughts on the US ETF Approval? So let's get to that, dude. We got some other news to cover out here. One thing I want to talk about here is that this is the big one right here. The US Senate has passed the Trump's big beautiful bill, which sets for the final passage in the US House. So this is going to be really big. If you were shorting the market when this actually passes, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you I'm sorry. So just realize that when this goes in front of the House and this passes the House, the markets are probably going to jump significantly, knowing what's on the other end of this bill. Okay, I'm putting that out there. Indicators aside, everything aside, all the little fair value gaps, fib retracements, everything we'll look at, set that all aside, because when this passes, this is going to actually be a pretty big catalyst to the market. So again, you've heard it from me first. Do not be in any short position when this actually passes the House. So as you can see right here, JD Vance did break the tie on this. President Trump said he wants this bill to be passed as soon as July 4th. So July 4th, being that we are at the Friday right now, you can come and actually look at some indicators right now. Bitcoin is actually lining up very nicely right now. We're going to probably be closing our positions here in the probably next 24 hours, if not sooner than that. I should probably just close them now, anticipating what's going to be coming around the turnpike here. But you can see the 12 hours at the bottom down here. We're going to probably be down here for roughly, you can see last time we were at the bottom here, we're from Saturday the 14th of June all the way till we're down here for about 6 days at the bottom of here. But that's a pretty long time. Usually on average, we're down here for about roughly about 5 days. So again, he wants it by July 4th. That's literally what, 4 days from now, 3 days. We'll give it 3 days. You can see the day chart's actually at the top right now. And usually when we want this to be at the bottom, so we have to give ourselves 4 days. Hopefully in the next 4 days, we're at the bottom right here. Usually take about 4 days for us to come down. So expect by July 4th, we're at the bottom of this on the day chart right here. 12 hours at the bottom right here. You can see last time it lined up, we need this to be at the bottom before we take the next leg. So if the big beautiful bill passes in the House, realize that we're probably going to have a significant jump in the markets just based off of that alone. Okay, that is a catalyst. That is a Trump indicator. I told you guys that we need. That's really a big thing, a big day. July 7th, y'all. You think July 7th one's going to come out? I'm coming to YouTube to see. I can see. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to get it over here. What's up, Czar dude? I'm trying to get it to where I can do it on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, what's else? Discord link is the correct one. You have to be in the channel member to access it. Oh, okay, there we go. Fans on top of it. Sorry I missed it. What's got approved? So back to what I was saying here earlier. One thing that's got approved here is obviously the SEC today approved this. The SEC approves conversion of the Grayscale Digital large cap fund into an ETF holding. This came out yesterday, talking that they were going to allow this. Now the approvals comes today, like I said, proves the conversion of this happening today. So the approval is another landmark decision for crypto implementation on an institutional level. Following the approval of banking institutions being able to offer crypto products like spot Bitcoin ETFs, Grayscale now holds an ETF that possesses numerous top coins. Furthermore, the SEC may not be done and could be considering permitting crypto ETFs to launch without requiring a 19B4 filing, which is ginormous, right? We know that's all we've been waiting for the XRP side of it when it comes to Canary Capital is for the approval of the 19B4 filings. So that right there is ginormous. And so when you look at my title here, people are probably like, this is clickbait, this is clickbait. This is approved. As you guys know, you can see right here that these large funds, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, now XRP, are now being approved by the SEC. My title here says, just wait until this one. Just wait until the XRP spot ETF hits. You think that this is big news? Wait till the XRP spot ETF hits, just like when the Bitcoin spot ETF hit. The market, the market cap for XRP is going to probably jump exponentially based off of just that alone. Because now people are going to be able to move their funds from just Bitcoin to now being able to move funds over to an XRP. So when these spot ETFs start to rise or start to come out, the charting, the pricing of this is going to jump exponentially. I mean, I just have that feeling. Again, whether it does or not, I don't know. I'm just saying that, we've seen what history has done when these ETFs get approved. And so I would expect that there's going to probably be a pretty big jump. So again, you don't want to be shorting the market when this happens. And this looks like it's probably going to be happening here pretty damn soon. Like you see right here, issuers would be able to file a standard S1 registration statement, wait the 75-day period, and then launch the fund directly. So you got to realize that once they actually come out here and say, hey, you could actually just file the S1 and wait 75 days, then we know, hey, July 1st, they file this, and we know that within 75 days, they're going to be able to launch it. So there's going to be a lot of ways to actually sort of like jump on and predict when these markets are going to change for some of these cryptos, like an XRP, like an HBAR, all these other ones out here. So your thoughts on Flux? I don't know enough about it, Josh, to be honest with you. I don't really follow Flux a whole lot, dude. Can you share info as to why you would use Web3 in regards to cold storage wallets, not unders? What do you mean, Czar, dude? Web3 wallets? You're talking like non-custodials versus like cold storage? Is that what you're asking me? I need an HBAR ETF, dude. Me too. I'm with you, bro. And these ETFs will change the game. These ETFs, you think that these ETFs will change a lot of what's going on right here. So that's a very, very big thing here. I mean, probably the biggest news out there. And so you'd expect the charts to do differently here, but like I said, one thing you can actually realize here is that don't just think that news alone is going to be what changes the charts. The markets are going to do what the markets are going to do. We knew that the markets were over purchased today over this last week. You can see right now, I put this in Discord today. Look at every time that XRP double peaks on the 12-hour RSI. Look at double peak, double peak, double peak, double peak. What do you think happens after that? We actually have a pretty decent downturn, right? I mean, every time we have that, we have I wouldn't say decent, but I mean, we go roughly down like 10%. Okay, 10% there. We had another peak right here, a double peak right here. How far do we go down? Went down about 13% right there. We had a double peak right here. We came up, we came down right here, right? How far do we go down? 10%. Boom. Look, we had another one come up here. We had a double peak. How far do you think we're going to go down? Roughly 10%. So where do we think the number is going to be? We should be hitting about 210, right? 210. If we're going to go based off this, 209 could be where we fall down to. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't know. Like I said, indicators are lining up here. You can see right here, there's a very, very good support level sitting here right at 220. Now this has become resistance. This was a big support level. We broke through the support level at 220. Now it has become resistance. You can see now right here that we could come through the 215 and down to the 213 before the end of this RSI comes down here. So hopefully by July 4th, which is Friday, we come down and reach the bottom of this. So if you're in a short position right now, like I'm not selling my short position right now because I'm anticipating that we actually have a bigger fallout based off of previous trends and previous double tops that we see here. Again, there could be anomalies. There could be things that are set out there. There could be indicators that we're not paying attention to that might say something differently. But right now, history is showing us that that's kind of what's going to happen here. Right now, we're up pretty good on our shorts. We started shorting back at 220. So, we're pretty good. We're up pretty good on the shorting of that. My Bitcoin short is looking pretty good too. So things are looking good. Well, I just think that non-custodial wallets are, that just allows you to hold your own money. So again, if you're talking about like Web3 non-custodials, that's the way to go. Like I have a lot of my money in MetaMask. I put my stuff on like cold storage. That if you want to be, if you want to hold your own crypto and not actually have an institution like Coinbase hold it, you gotta do that. You know what I mean? So if you don't know anything about it, you definitely got to start researching on how to move money over to a non-custodial. What do you think will be the event that actually gets the market moving? It's good. Rate cuts are going to be the biggest. With the big, beautiful bill, it's going to be a big portion of that dangerous day, but the biggest one's going to be the rate cuts, dude. Rate cuts are going to be giant. And the reason why rate cuts are so big is because it'll actually open up the doors to allow people to start purchasing again. It'll allow people to start borrowing and lending. You got to think right now with rates being the way they are, people are not going out and making big purchases. You're not buying houses. You're not buying cars. You're not buying these things because rates are too high. You know what I mean? Banks aren't lending. You can see right now. Look at the merger and acquisitions. We're at the lowest. What it shows since 2008. Merger and acquisitions are super low right now. I talked about this 5 days ago. We talked about how it's crazy that Ripple is actually trying to go out there and acquire companies. Like they're one of the only companies out there like dropping billions of dollars to like go acquire companies because they have such a large amount of cash at hand where they don't have to go to banks and actually, take out a loan. But a majority of these other companies are going to have to go to a bank and take out a loan for a merger and acquisition. And so for that to happen, you got to lower rates. And on top of that, like you could see that our national debt is just, we're in such massive debt. And to pay the interest on that alone is just insane. So you got to lower rates, dude. Like you have to. It's like almost like you got to. And so there's another thing that came out here, and I think this is it right here. It said the Fed is bracing for stagflation. This is the worst word that you want to hear. So talking about this, what's going to be the biggest thing? It's going to be not getting in stagflation, lowering rates. And it said the Fed is bracing for stagflation. The number of FOMC meetings who see an upside risk to both their inflation and unemployment forecasts reached 14 in May. It said furthermore, 18 and 17 members saw upside risk to inflation and unemployment respectively in March. On the other hand, no FOMC members projected downside risk to the unemployment rate and inflation. This pattern has also was seen in 2025, December 2024, and September 2024. So the Feds continue to signal concerns over a stagflationary outlook for the U.S. economy. This is why Powell hasn't resumed rate cuts. And it's basically, this is off the weight of the upside versus the weight of the downside. And you can see right now that the reason why they haven't reduced this is because there's just too many things out there that say we could go into stagflation, which we talked about for almost over a year now on this channel. We talked about stagflation. So again, the last thing we want to do is go into stagflation. You think a recession's bad? Recession's nothing compared to stagflation. Go look up the history of what stagflation does to an economy. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We got to avoid stagflation. So this is going to be the biggest thing. If we fall into stagflation, the markets will tank, bro. Simple as that. Another thing here is that this is one of the worst years in history for the US dollar. This is not looking good. So as much as the markets are looking great, everything's looking good. We had numbers come in yesterday that showed that we were actually brought in over $22 billion in tariffs, which is the highest we've ever brought in from a government standpoint. So like things are looking good on a tariff standpoint, but the US dollars continue to fall. The US dollars continue to lose dominance across the board. So what does this mean? It means the U.S. deficit's spending crisis and pressure on the Feds of them cutting rates is causing concern, right? So we need the Feds to cut rates. We need to actually, focus on our spending issues, but the big beautiful bill is not going to help with that. So there's an issue there, but we got to cut rates because we got to make the dollar stronger as well, because we got to get people out there. We got to lend it more. We got to spend it, all that stuff. And right now you can see that the U.S. dollar is nearing a bear market based off of what we're seeing right here. So you can see 2025, 1986, which again coming out of the massive stagflation that we were in 1981 and 82, and then 73. So we're like trending in a downward trend. Like we haven't been this weak in quite some time. So not looking good overall when it comes to just the power of the dollar. An XRP ETF before GTA 6 is crazy. Yeah, Grant thought it would be crazy, right? I live GTA every night. You do. You are out there repoing cars, dude. Opinions on the 5K tokens of XRP. I mean, I think that's fine. That, you know, great info. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no problem, dude. I got a sell order in for 290 for XRP. Y'all think that's realistic soon? 290? I mean, yeah, I mean it could hit. I mean, probably this year. Probably this year. I mean, not I don't think anytime soon. Anytime soon. And Jerome Powell said no rate cuts in July. Yeah, he basically said that. But the markets didn't really react too bad to that, right? Markets didn't react too bad. Crazy right here. This is so funny to me, dude. So as you guys know, James Wynn came out here and was like, I'm shorting Bitcoin. I'm shorting Bitcoin. I'm shorting Bitcoin. He got out of it. He actually got out of his leverage trade. He got liquidated. Actually got liquidated. And then he came back in and put a long in on Bitcoin, and now he's liquidated again. You can see right here, James Wynn just got liquidated again for $800,000. This guy's like, I don't know why anyone's actually following this guy. I don't usually say that a whole lot, but dude, people are following this guy, and he's made every single wrong call out there. So he's become the Jim Cramer of crypto. So anything that James Wynn does, just do the opposite. Okay, just want to put that out there. Okay, great info. Yeah, no. How do you feel about HBAR? I love HBAR, Johnny. HBAR is great, man. Stablecoins should help with the strength of the dollar, right? Well, that's what Jerome Powell came out and said, right? There's only one reason. Jerome Powell said no rate cuts. Killer Well, I appreciate the $5 super chat. I'm not gonna pull that up. You guys are wild, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. I appreciate your $5 super chat, but I wish Twiz was here to defend himself. Twiz, where are you at, dude? You got to come and defend yourself. Oh, dude, you guys are crazy as hell, dude. He should use the BTC demo trading. Yeah, I mean, you should use. You're talking about James Wynn. He probably is using it, dude. Is there still a discussion about no crypto tax in the final bill? No, there's nothing about that discussion being had. And there was actually some people were pretty upset about it. I think someone put out there that there was who was it, dude? Yeah, I think it was the Hodgkin twins that put something out here. Let's see. Something about the bill not having tax and tips and stuff in there. So I think that was probably one of the big issues was zero. People didn't want zero tax. Something about their having no tax on tips right here. So, but you can see right here that people were talking about there being no tax on tips. So the House version of the One Beautiful Bill altered several House provisions. Overtime and tip deductions. House had no limits. Senate caps at $12,500 for overtime and $25,000 for tips through 2028. So if you make over $25,000 in tips in 2028, you will pay anything over the $25,000. And I'm like, man, if you're making over $25,000 in tips, like that's a lot. That's a lot. But I mean, like, hey, some people out there are probably making more than that, dude. Some people are probably making more than that. If you want zero tax on crypto, we got to go to Puerto Rico. Yeah, crypto tax not in the bill. Yeah, it's not in the bill. There's no crypto tax is included in digital asset reserves. Yeah, I saw that, dude. So you can see right here, tax on foreign investments, likely the House version removed in the Senate. The SALT deduction, House made to 4,000 cap. Senate makes it temporary through 2029. So it'll be interesting to sort of see how this plays out. But the spending bill is going to be, and this is going to be a big spending bill if it comes out. So talked about that. We talked about James Wynn. We talked about who else do we talk about? Oh yeah, this was a big one yesterday. I don't know if you guys. So Zach XBT, he's obviously like one of the number one investigators out there. He actually called out Ripple. He called out RLUSD adoption. He was talking about Circle and how Circle can't be trusted based off of a certain amount of things. And he was basically kind of dogging Circle and sort of how they've done some pretty shady stuff. However, they're looking to do X, Y, and Z. And someone came out and said, well, what about RLUSD? And he says, Ripple pays for sponsorships, just like literally every major stablecoin project does. That's not organic adoption. That's how scaling works in the space. He was pretty much dogging it. And he wasn't just slamming Ripple. He wasn't just slamming RLUSD. He was also slamming Circle as well. about all the shady stuff that they've done. He said last year, Circle delayed blacklisting addresses tied to the Lazarus Group. As you guys know, the Lazarus Group is a North Korean organization that was, hacking all these wallets. They hacked Bybit for the $40 billion, wherever it was, and all these crypto heists. And so Circle could have came out here and blacklisted these addresses and prevented them from going on there, but Circle did not. But again, that's what you're battling. You're battling decentralization, right? So as soon as you actually insert yourself into it, you now become centralized. And so if you're sitting here talking about being true decentralized, like true decentralization, where you let bygones be bygones, right? If you let people do what people do, regardless of whatever it is, as soon as you insert yourself, you are no longer decentralized. And so that's the argument. But I get where's the X coming from here, because you're like, hey, dude, like if these people are scamming people, like at least get the money back and send it back to the user, right? That's what we want. But again, that's not true decentralization. So he's pretty much dogging stable coins here. He dogged RLUSD, and you can see right here, since its launch, RLUSD has shown an impressive growth, reaching a market capitalization of over 455 million as of press time. That's a lot, dude. Like a lot. RLUSD just launched, like literally launched in, what was it, February, April? When did it launch, dude? Like literally like 2-3 months ago. I mean, it hasn't been that long. Kai, thank you so much, man. Loving the channel all the way from Wales, dude. That's awesome, dude. Over from the European side, dude, across the pond. Appreciate you, Austin. Do you like leopard geckos? I don't even know what that is, bro. Like you talking about like an actual lizard? I'm annoyed with the lack of market reaction to ETF news today. That makes no sense to me. Well, I think again, like we're playing the markets, right? So we knew that the markets were over purchased here. Interesting. Okay. Well, you don't have socks on her, fan. Do you have socks on her, fan? So we knew that the markets were over purchased. So even with this news coming out here, the news wasn't going to react. I mean, like that's sometimes we get positive indicators, positive reactions. Them closing the SEC was a perfect time storm on Friday. Massive jump in market price. ETFs are not that impressive yet. If it was a spot ETF, different ball game, dude. Different ball game. I truly believe that. What are you talking about, Craig? Put some socks. Oh, she texts me, and so things pop up. You guys know me, dude. Anything that pops up, anything I can see, I usually read. She texts me. I had to respond. Put $50 into a risky sol utility on Phantom that may rug. You want to see? Is that pretty big? Let me see. Oh my gosh, dude, you got Bigfoot. Oh, that's not too bad.
No, but look, my heel lifts up.
Does the heel lift up? Okay. We can always wait, right? You're not gonna. You're wearing your messies now, so you're good. You want to show? Here, take it off. We got some new soccer cleats, and so we're trying them on. Just to look at everyone. It's just a side note here. We're trying the new tempos that came out. So here's the new tempos if anyone's interested in soccer cleats for girls. The new tempos. These things are actually pretty damn light. So there you go. We're trying new soccer cleats on. Let's see. Put $50 in 3 ETFs in effect Canada. So 19 ETFs to go into America. Dude, that's a lot. 19 ETFs. Hawaii Rider, what's up, man? Long time no see. XRP Army Strong. Heck yeah, dude. One more to be fired for BlackRock. So 23 ETFs are coming for XRP. 23. Hey, Austin, can you look at ETH, please? How long do you think it's going to go? I mean, ETH has been my ride or die, dude. ETH has pissed me off, dude. So, we sat here and rode this. I actually sold yesterday. I hit my stop loss with ETH at what was it, 449. I can't remember what it was. I made like $100 and some odd dollars. Nothing crazy. I should have shorted it this morning, but I was so busy with soccer this morning that I didn't have time to jump into it again. But I mean, ETH technically, like I said, we have a fair value gap sitting around the 340 marker on the 12 hour right here. I would not be shocked if we came back down and hit this like somewhere in this 330. Based off this right now, we got a big fair value gap right down there. And coming and bouncing off that, we still got room to fall down here. Let me get the comment out of the way here. On the RSI, we got room to come down here on the 12 hour. The day chart is definitely just turned right now. And on the day chart, you can see right here, 336. So you have 2 fair value gaps, both on the day chart and on the 12 hour, that are showing us this level right here, which means that this could actually hit. The 4 hour is actually teetering down here at the bottom. And we could play this, like you can see, like right here, we get a little uptick and then we come down again. You could get this same 4 hour here. We're going to get a little uptick and it's going to probably come back down. So yeah, you can see right here, another fair value gap that we have not filled since back in June of 23, June 23rd. We have not filled this fair value gap right here. So, 350 is on the horizon, dude. I mean, just just looking at this alone, like not even pulling out just the basics of this, we're probably seeing this. The 1 hour is working its way around here. You know, we could have a couple ups and down hours, but for the most part, we're probably going to continue down. So, I mean, yeah, 350, probably in this 350 range. You can definitely see ETH coming down here. We're starting to see XRP starting to work its way back up on the 4 hour here, which again, we expected that. It hit this fair value gap right here. There's a fair value gap sitting here around 216, which you called this morning. I put this on the 12 hour today. You can see here on the 12 hour, we talked about this on the 12 hour. I literally said this in Discord today. Everyone could go back and screenshot it, that we're going to come down and hit this 216 based off the fair value gap. At that point, we were trading at 219, 220. We talked about it coming down and finding these levels. It came all the way down to 215. There's another fair value gap sitting around 212 right now. Does it come all the way down there? I don't know, but you can see it's definitely going to probably come back down to this right around the 0.5 on the fib right here, which has shown a really good level of support right here at the 0.5. I would not be shocked if it came back down and hit this 213 at some point. The 12 hours still over purchase. We're working our way down. We've still got room to come down here. This in the next 20, probably 48 to 72 hours, you know, anywhere from 36 to 48 hours, maybe give or take. We'll probably have a good idea where this is going to go. But I would not be shocked if it came down and actually retested the 213 area. You can see there's a big level of support at 215. So we'll see if it hits the 215. If it breaks the 215 and goes down further, we'll definitely see lower lows. So, damn, I knew I shouldn't have FOMO'd. I shouldn't have FOMO'd at 219. Did you buy right there, bro? Did you long it? And if you longed it, dude, you might have to wait it out. I'm not saying that. I mean, the goal is to try to. Again, I'm on a 2%, right? So I bought back in. We bought on stream yesterday at 224, right? It was like 224. I think we bought on stream. And I wrote this down this morning to 220. I made my 2%. It was like 220. Yeah, I made my 2%. I hit my stop loss in the middle of the night. It was like 5 a.m. I woke up and I was like, oh crap, I hit it. And so I bought back in at the 19 and I'm writing this 2% down. And where's the 2% go? It goes right to 215, which is right at the low end of this, which is right at almost at the 15, right at the lower end of this fair value gap right here. I did not set my stop loss there. I was going to see if I can actually get it to this 0.5, which is that 213, which would actually be a little bit lower than my 2% that I talked about here. Cause I think I got 19.5. 19.5, 2% puts me at roughly 215. Yeah. So, but we're going to try to hit this 0.5, which is about 213, $2.13 of the 0.5 retracement. So bought some at 228. Did you short it or long it, dude? Good afternoon. I'm new to your channel. I have a question. What's up, Jay Dale? What's going on, dude? How can I buy RL USD? Well, RL USD is just a stable coin. There's no real reason to buy unless you're planning to like move your investment over to a stable. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple exchanges you can buy it on. I have to probably pull it up and look. I don't know exchanges they're all on. You longed it? Oh man. Yeah, we're definitely not in any. I'm not in any position to long right now. I'll be honest with you guys. Zero position to long at this moment. Let's log in here. Let's log in. Let's get this. The one thing I hate about it is doing this thing. Okay, we're logging into BTCC. We're going to look at our margin trades here. I sold my. All right, Terry. People keep asking that. What's up, Tim Shea? Keep asking what? Oh, so much volatility. Yeah, there's a lot of volatility out there right now. Well, let's be honest. So let's go to our pro section here. We got the two trades in here. You can see right now my BTCC. I'm up $141. Dude, when I was streaming yesterday, my BTC was down almost $60. Now we're up $141. This is the trade I put in back on Wednesday of last week for a short. Didn't play out last week, so I held on to it, right? We're still sitting at a 106.956 and up $141, about 28% up on that trade. I'm up about 32% on my XRP short. This will be the second short of my stint. Obviously, I made about another, I don't know, close to $75 or $80 on my short from yesterday. Now we're at $57 right now. I think this is going to go down to 215, which again will probably put us up to another, probably give us another probably $70. So we'll probably end with like maybe a $130, maybe $130 in profit on that one. And then we're seeing that definitely Bitcoin could go back down to like 104, 103, which will put us up to, I'm trying to get this up to like $200-$300 on the Bitcoin. So I'd give us a total of roughly just on the last 2 days. Then at that point, will give us almost like $600 in profits in the last 2 days. So you know, it took 6 days to make $600, but that's not that bad if you think about it. Plus all the other little things that came through, like I forgot about my HBAR. I made like $100 on my HBAR short this morning. But let's look at one question that came through was, what did we make on our previous futures trade here? Oh, let me go back here. I haven't closed my Bitcoin. So just Andrew, to answer your question, I have not closed my Bitcoin short. So I don't know how much I've actually, let's see here. Yeah, 0.0045. You know, so the funding rate is there. I don't know how much I've actually paid in my funding rate. I probably got to go back and do my math on it. But it's probably went through what, 2 funding rates a day. So you're probably talking, you know, 6 days of funding rates. I mean, so yeah, I probably paid a decent amount in funding rates if I had to be honest with you. I don't even know if I know how to check that right now. That'd be cool if you could actually check what your funding, how much you paid in funding rate. But until I sell it, I probably won't see it. What's the best way to learn to do that? Jill, the best thing you could do to come learn how to margin trade, I mean, is to come over to my YouTube channel, come into our Discord, and hang out with us, and you'll learn a lot on how to margin trade. That's the best thing you could do. Yeah, it is steadily climbing. I'll give you that, cool cat. Dang, anyone know where Crypto Sensei TV went? His 7 o'clock live isn't showing. I have no idea who that is, Nicky Recky. No idea who that is. Always best to cut losses before it gets out of hand. Yeah, you definitely want to, right? Set that. I will. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. You can just go up to my in TikTok right here. You just go up to my little name right there, and then just go over to my YouTube channel. We're all over here. There's like 342 people over here on the live stream watching right now. So I closed all my trades, made a bad trade. It happens. Yeah, dude, it does. It does. BTCC is where I leverage it. Yeah, I do too. BTCC is where I do a lot of my. It's only where I do it, dude. And they've been great. Like I said, they've refunded 18 members for when there's been mess ups. Dude, super pumped about that. I think they refunded an 18 member almost $700 on just when their trading network went down and they lost out on a liquidation. Dude, like BTC has been great, dude. I'm actually really excited for him, dude. Like, I'm glad we switched over to here. What was the best pump and dump about? What was the pump and dump about for what? For XRP? Fish or cut bait? Is it cheaper to use BTCC? I mean, yeah, if you trade on it, you build you build your rates, right? I mean, I think right now, to tell you the truth, I don't even know where my VIP level is. VIP level 4 right now, so I think I get yeah, right here, VIP level 4. So you get 40, let's see, 0.045 on futures takers, 0.3. I mean, it's probably very consistent with others, but the higher you go in trades, so when you actually have certain amounts, you get further and further up, and eventually, yeah, you could be paying really, really low fees. If the more and more you trade on there, the better it is. The more and more you trade, the better it is. So that's kind of what you want. You know what I mean? So yeah, teach your own on that, and then you get little gifts and things like that too. So but every exchange has it. It's not like this is like every exchange has these things. It's just a matter of which ones you prefer. And right now, BTCC has been really good to me. So let's see here. What is the pump and I don't know what that. Hi Austin, I'm stuck on the XRP long position from yesterday. Pumped at 225, liquidation at 213. Thought should I exit and take the loss, or should I hang on tight over the next 24 to 48 hours? Well, yeah, it depends on how much you easy way gaming. I mean, there's a lot to that, right? I don't know how much number one, I don't know how much you leveraged. I don't know what your margin is. It looks like you have at 225, 213. So you probably did you're probably in a 10x to a 20x leverage. You're probably at a 20x, maybe a 10x, maybe somewhere in that ballpark, knowing that there's that big of a gap between those. But yeah, it depends on how much you margined. And then 24 to 48 hours, we should see, like I said, I mean, the big, beautiful bill passage, you don't want to be in your shorts in the next by July 4th. Right? If Trump is really saying that they want the big, beautiful bill passed the House by July 4th, I mean, when that bill passes, I see the market's taking a turn upward. But I'll tell you this, I mean, I'm just looking at the charts right here. I mean, you can see that right here at 213.65, there's a big fair value gap here on the 12. There's a big fair value gap here on the 4. And on the day chart, there's a big fair value gap here. So you got three different hour charts that show that there's a fair value gap here. Plus, you can see that it comes down, and usually on a retracement, it does come down and touch this 0.5, which is at 213. So and right now we're at the top. So we're coming down on a big candle. The day is going to end up here. The 12 hours started. In about an hour, we'll have a good another 12. Here in about 45 minutes, we'll have another good start to a 12-hour candle. We have, usually you can see right here, we have two days or 12 hours coming down on a retracement. So usually when that happens, when we start to actually have our downturn here, we usually tend to have, you can see right here, when we're at the top and we start to trend downward, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So almost 12 to 4, 36, 48 hours on a downturn, right? So you got to think about that. 12, 24, 36, 48 hours on a downturn, right? Right here. But, again, it's not always like that. Usually it's on the following one that usually it's not always like that. Like here's the downturn right here. We had roughly, what is that? 12 to 4. So, it's tough to say. I mean, right now I want to be in a shorting position. You could technically right now, if you wanted to hedge it, you could probably put a short in. I mean, depending on where you're at in your position. If like, let's just say you put $100 in and you're in a long position, you want to maybe add some margin to it so you don't lose out on it. You could short the market right now in confidence that it could go down to 215 and you could hedge your bet. You could hedge it that way if you wanted to. You could put a long or a short position in to short it. If you do believe it's going to go down to 213, it's up to you. You could hedge it, right? There's nothing wrong with hedging your bet, especially if you're in a losing scenario like you are. The best thing to do is hedge your bet, and then usually you can probably make your way out of it. Hey, Killwell, thanks so much for the $500 super chat. $5 super chat, $500. Damn, bro. Did you try BitNex? No, I did not. I've stuck with BTCC, and the reason why is because they've been legit, dude. I'm still banned. Twiz decided to go 100% soy, all good. Yeah, dude, you guys gotta. I don't know, man. You guys gotta figure it out. Like I said, I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. Like I said, it was. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. You were great in there, and I appreciate you. But I know there was probably some back and forth and some shit that just happened, but. I don't know. That's something you and Twiz. You got to reach out to Twiz. Maybe you guys can talk it out. I don't know, dude. But I get what you're saying. And no, I stuck with BTCC. And it sounds like Hoffman. There's another guy in the Discord. I think he's moving from Bit2X. I don't know how to say the damn word. BitNex, whatever the hell it is, over to BTCC because they sort of screwed up a few things as well. It triggers seem to hit and you don't you had that discount message. Yeah, I mean, to each our own, dude. Everyone has their own, their own things. I haven't had a thing. I don't know. I don't know. Can you hit them up on Discord? I don't know. Just kill it. I don't know. Yeah, to each our own on the exchange. Dude, Coinbase is going to come out here. People are going to be jumping on Coinbase. Coinbase is going to be having perpetuals coming out here soon too. So I mean, people are going to be jumping all over the place when it comes to perpetuals. There's no wrong or right way to do that. I think that you could find one that works for you and stick to it, dude. That's all I can say. What is your margin? Yeah. Where was that? Did we figure out what your margin was for that, dude? Easy Way Gaming. What was your margin, bro? Bringing the bullish engulfing candles now. Alt bull over? No, it's not over, dude. Do you think all season's coming? Yeah, I do. I think all season's coming still, dude. We still have a lot of room to grow, bro. We got Diggs coming in hot. Diggs, thanks so much for becoming a member of the A team. You're officially now a member of the channel, my friend. Make sure you definitely get into that Discord now and come kick it with us. I have used both, but each their own. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I mean, everyone has their preferences, dude. Some people like Coinbase, some people like Binance, some people like BTCC, some people hate it. You know what I mean? Like I said, find what works for you, dude, and stick to it. Whatever you're happy with. Get out of that trade, bro. Yeah. I mean, you could hedge it too. Like I said, you could add margin to it so you don't lose out on it, right? If you choose to add some margin to it, maybe you try to add, $50 in margin to lower it down to like maybe 209. You could do a lot of things to work your way out of it. It's up to you though. You got to decide. Everyone's scenario is a little bit differently. I wonder where Dave is today. Dave ain't come back. Dave never came back. No, who was it yesterday? It was what was that guy's name that was yesterday? Came in here all hot. What was his name? How do you think HBAR? HBAR's been HBAR's been hard to judge, but HBAR's actually coming down hotter than I thought. I should have actually held on to the short. I hit my stop loss on this. My stop loss was set for 14,485. It was right at the top of this. Actually, I think it was 14. Sorry, it was 14.5. It was right at the top of this 382 was my stop loss for HBAR. That triggered. So I obviously got out of that trade. I think I made like $100 off that trade. And this thing continued to fall down here. But I mean, based off what we're seeing right now, yeah, I mean, it's actually in a really good spot. 12-hour could probably come down a little bit more. The day chart's actually at the top right now. And anytime that day chart comes up here, we do come down pretty heavily. You can see right here, anytime the day chart comes down, we do come down, and then we work our way back up. Anytime we hit these, we come down pretty decently. But I mean, it could be, something like this where we're down roughly 16%. Right, we come over here on the 12-hour. Oops, we come over here on the 12-hour. 16%. This one was roughly 37. I mean, so there could be some big gaps in this, right? I mean, this is already down roughly 31%. So, maybe we're only going to come down after we come off the 37%. We come down roughly another 12%. 13. How far are we down now? We're not down that far. 13%. I mean, dude, we could come down. Yeah, dude, we could come down back down to 13.5s maybe, depending on where we're at. We're just the grayscale right here. So this was finally officially approved by the SEC, the conversion of grayscale digital cap. This came out yesterday, but there was just discussion. Now it's actually been approved. So this is great as of today around 10 a.m. And then, like I said, I think the big thing we're waiting for now is the spot ETF. Spot ETF is going to be big, dude. Spot ETF is going to be big. Does Binance work in the USS? Nah, it used to. Binance.us was one of the best exchanges here. Rich, no problem, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate the kind words, dude. Does he have an X account? I can't find his account. Who are you talking about, Nicole? Unblock. I don't know who you're talking about, Nicole. Yeah, but Binance.us was great. And then they got rid of it, dude. Do you like ZXBN or X? Neither, Ron. I don't own any of them. I don't even know anything about them. I know that you guys all love it. I'll tell you that. I know that everyone here in the A team loves it. You lied to me. You said I'd be rich in crypto. No, I did not. Those words never came from my mouth, dude. Wrong. TikTok, bro. On the rear row, one moon. What is that? Is that Brebden? Thanks so much for the $10 super chat, bro. Yo, Austin, I still haven't been able to join the Discord. I've been following you for a minute on the lives. Any tax advice? I started only a month ago. I made about 38K in profit. I know tax might be 1/3, about 3. That's probably about right, dude. Yeah, I think the best thing you should do, dude, is you should download cointracker.io. Go to cointracker.io, plug in your wallet, and that'll also help you track your taxes. I know, John. I figured that when you said that. I figured you were joking. But yeah, that's probably about 33%. Is probably about right, dude. But depending on how your end of it go, it could be more, depending on how much you make at the end of the year. So yeah, I would just track. Go to cointracker.io, dude. Honestly, I need to put the link in my description box. A lot of people ask me that, but that's the best thing you can do. Cointracker.io is like the life saving of like tracking crypto wallets, dude. Like it's the best thing. I've had it for like 4 years now. It's been the best. It's like I think it's like $100 a year, but it's the best $100 I've ever spent. Every year. I say it every time. And you should definitely join the Discord, bro. Yeah, cointracker.io, dude. Let's see if I go to it. Cointracker.io. .io. Oh, well, that's great. Let's just go to Cointracker. I think I spelled it wrong. Yeah, cointracker.io. Okay, yeah, I spelled it wrong. That's why. But yeah, Cointracker is legit, dude. So you can come in here. You can start for free. You can do all that. But the pricing's a little, again, depending on where you're at. You can pay for all these things right here. But I mean, the base plan is very basic. It does with all these things. But Cointracker.io, it never used to be like this. It actually used to be way cheaper. But yeah, it's actually pretty legit. I think I pay this one right here. I think I pay for the Prime is where I'm at. Which is, we're talking 200,000 lifetime transactions limited per form. You're talking roughly about 2,500 transactions. this year I might have to actually go to the Ultra this year. I'm going to be honest with you, just because I think with all the transactions I made on the exchanges and everything like that, you got to plug those in too. So I could actually be over that. I'll have to probably track that with my coin tracker right now, dude. I'm not going to sign in on here, but I mean, yeah, you could track it. So yeah, definitely appreciate the $10 super chat there, dude. It's great. It great just gives stats. Yeah, it's great. Just for the stats. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Morris. It's just the stats alone are awesome. You get them daily too in your email. Like, hey, your portfolio sucks today. Here's what it is. You're like, great. Or it's like, hey, your portfolio is up, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you to decide, right? Elite. That's really up to you. I would just say that if a wallet is attached in some which way to some way that leads back, then yeah. And technically right now, dude, I should have probably, when I said to put a short in on Ethereum, I probably should have put a short in on Ethereum. I probably should have done it, dude. Because it was at what was it at when I started? It was at 2,405 when we started streaming. And I said it was going to get down to, what did I say? It was going to get down to like 2350 is where it's going to go. I should probably just put a short in real quick. I think I'm just going to put a small short in just for fun. We'll do like $100. We'll do like $100. How about that? Let's do 5,000 ETH. We'll do $250 at a 20x. We're just going to open up a short because I think we have some room to fall. So we'll just play around with it. There's my play of the day if anyone wants to know. So yeah, we're going to short ETH. We're at 90. It's at 90, 94. Yeah, so we're gonna. I think this could go down to 3,235, and you can go back and actually check that. So right here, 236, somewhere is the top of this fair value gap right here. You can see we're at the very top of the day chart. We're at the top of the 12-hour coming down. We probably have some room to go here. Which again, it doesn't have to be that far. We're only looking for 2%. So 2% fall would put us at roughly, 2% fall would put us at 250, dude. 250, dude, exactly from where we're at right now. 2350. You guys see that, dude? Look at that. 2350, dude. Exactly on the dot. 2% from where it's at right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll have some fun for the day. I'm not guaranteed that's going to work out, but we're gonna play it out. God bless America. God bless the USA. God bless XRP. Hell yeah. What's up, Seiko? We got Seiko Hunt in the house here. What's up, my guy? We got Tim Shea too. I forgot to say, I don't know if I said what's up, Tim Shea. We got the mayor of crypto in the house here. How do you move crypto off of a safe power cash out? How do you buy gas fees? Well, gas fees are included in your purchases. So like if you're going to use like Uniswap or or like Pancake Swap, you'll pay for gas fees when you swap the tokens or move your tokens. Or like if you're going to move like swap or convert, you'll pay for gas fees in there depending on whatever the going rate is. But yeah, just move stuff off SafePal is just transfer it to the same wallet. Like just if you want to move ETH from like SafePal to like ETH on Coinbase, just make sure you copy the right ETH address on Coinbase and send it to there. So Bush has my beer. Anyone need a kidney? Oh my God, 40K. Don't you just love the emails that are like, hey, they're negative. It may as well just say you're broke. Best fair value gap indicator for the trading view. I use the Lux Algo. I think that's one of the better ones to use. I use the Lux Algo fair value gap. I feel like that one's always been pretty spot on. And to be honest with you guys, I probably entered into this short with I probably could have been a little bit more reasonable with that. Probably waited this to play out, but we're live on stream. I told you guys I do try to do plays of the day when I see one. I probably should have put it in when I was at 2405 when the first person asked me about Ethereum and I said it was going to go down. I probably should have done it there. So I got sidetracked, but here we are, dude. We're gonna play this out. So Cash App tag. I did not use Cash App at all, dude. I know one thing. I need more XRP. That is true. F Joe, I was going to say, I'm shocked that you don't do more margin trading, dude. As much as you guys do meme coins and shit, you and Terry, dude, I'm shocked you guys don't do more margin and leverage, dude. You could put in like $25, leverage it for 50x. And there's so many people out there putting their profit and losses for that stuff on the Discord. They're making good money. I'm shocked. You guys are out here like putting $25 in some shit coin and getting rugged. I'm selling unvaxxed. Oh my God, dude. F Joe, you wild, bro. You have a bot account in the chat? I probably do, dude. Who is it? I got to go over on my TikTok over here and get them. Good to see you back on here, back on a lot. Yeah, I got to get my charting. I wish I could share. I'm going to try to figure it out. Like I said, kind of sucks because it's just different. So let's see here. Yeah, I actually don't like seeing emails that say I'm broke. We never heard back from that guy on what he put in for margin, right? Oh, when that stake ETF comes out, I doubt XRP will outperform. Maybe they both can 2 trillion ETH. I mean, when you start staking, when you start allowing staking to come back in, I talk shit about staking all the time and how it's like the worst thing. But again, staking is actually not that bad if you're actually believing in a project. I mean, it's as simple as that, dude. If you believe in a project and it's going to actually give you a return, staking's not that bad. Just don't stake away your money for a long extended period of time. If you want to learn anything from that, just go look up Hex. Go look up Hex, and that'll tell you everything you need to know about why you don't stake. But doesn't mean staking's bad, dude. Like you could find good staking protocols. Just make it to where you have, or it's reasonable to where you'll get your money back. I don't do anything right now, Austin. My job leaves very little headspace for trading. Oh, you don't do anything right now. Damn. Are you still in your XRP play? I know you were up pretty good. Are you still holding your XRP? What coin would you buy right now, Austin? I mean, are we talking like buy to like hold, or are we talking like buy to trade for margin? Like, are we talking like leverage trade, or what are we talking about, John? To hold? I mean, there's a lot, dude. I mean, like right now, my largest bag is holding Bitcoin. That's my largest bag. ETH is my number 2 bag. XRP is my number 3rd bag. HBAR is my number 4, then followed by XLM, Link, SUI. There's a lot, dude, that I like that I've been holding for a while now. I mean, HBAR is probably my if you want to say like biggest risk to reward ratio, it's probably gonna be HBAR. HBAR is probably my biggest risk reward ratio. Like that's the one where, I mean, it's very volatile. And it has probably one of the bigger opportunities to grow the biggest, just because it's a smaller market cap compared to all the other ones, and has a pretty good shot at doing well. But that's just me personally. I think the hash graph is something completely different than a lot of these other blockchains. I like the hash graph. I think it's legit. Oh yeah, no problem, John. Thanks for the question. Yeah, I still got 2/3 of my XRP. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, I saw that. You sent me that screenshot, dude. You were killing it. I put $1,000. I can trade 25K. What is the catch if there's a fee or what? What are you talking about, Drew? So if I put $1,000, can I trade 20? I can trade 25. Well, yeah. If you do a 25x, I mean, yeah. If that's what you want to do. So if you wanted to put like, you could just do like a 25. So I just go like 25. Just say confirm. And if you want to put $1,000 on this, yeah, you could trade $1,000 here, right? That'd be 10. You could do 10 ETH at 958. That would give you roughly about what would be your trading? You'd be trading about roughly. Oops, shoot. Yeah, I mean that would give you a 25x, dude. So I'd give you. You'd be trading roughly. Gosh, dang. Yeah, you'd be trading 10 ETH. You'd be trading 10 ETH. You'd be trading 10 ETH for $1,000 at 25x margin. That would put you at a liquidation. If you were to long it, that'd put you at a liquidation of 2,311, which really is not that bad. I mean, 2,311, that's pretty far down. Still kind of risky. And then if you shorted it, 2481, but I mean, I probably would not short. If I were going to do like $1,000 on a 25x, I would probably I'd probably be more trying to be bullish than bearish. My best play was Rodney's daddy token, turned $28 into $26.80. God damn, dude. Yeah, Rodney made a killing off that, didn't he? Everyone holding the bag is effed. I mean, dude, we've been holding bags for a long time, bro. I've been holding I've been holding Bitcoin since 21,000, bro. Bitcoin's been a great hold. I've been holding XRP since 32 cents. I've been holding HBAR since like 6 cents or 4.65. I don't know, somewhere in that ballpark. I have to go back and look at my average, but I've been holding it for a long time, and it's been doing really well. All right, we'll just continue to hold. I mean, there's nothing saying that you shouldn't hold it. Does anyone know anything about Sonic Coin? I do not. Austin, on the XRP stocks for the 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour starting to go up. What does that mean? It just means in the next 4 hours we'll probably have a nice little bounce back. You know, if you're looking for scalping opportunities, it's probably not a bad scalping opportunity. That's just not my style of trading. I don't do that style. But I mean, yeah, if you want to look at the 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour is working its way up. You know, the 4 hours at the bottom here. You said the 30-minute. What did you say? The 30-minute? What was it? The 30. Yeah, your 30 minutes is pretty. I don't look at the 30-minute, but yeah. I mean, this last 4 hour, this last 4 hours did actually pretty well for XRP, right? It's actually built back out of this last 4 hours. So the 1 hour is actually working its way back up here. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if it gets rejected. Last time it got up here around the 71 marker, it got rejected after a fallout. So we'll see if this continues to rise up or comes back down. Let's see here. Hey Austin, how long has the bear market lasted in the past? We had the longest bear market we've had in quite some time. I'll tell you. Let's go back and look. Let's go to the weekly. I think it was like the longest bear market we've had in a really long time. So our bear market actually started. So technically the bear market starts at the top of this right here. So November 21st. And then you want to go to the bottom. So, and I mean, really, we didn't have, I mean, it was probably until, I mean, dude, it was probably till like right here in October of 23. No, dude, it was probably, I don't know when exactly the bull run starts. Probably when Trump came in, dude. Trump the elections kind of what sparked it. But you could see, I mean, the bottom of the bear market came. It started November 1st. We hit the bottom of the bear market by October 22nd. So we're there from like basically a whole year, dude. A year, and then we worked our way out of it. Probably didn't start until October 23. So what's the measurement on that? Let me get my little measurement tool out of here. Let's go from here to here. That puts us at roughly, dude, 693 days. 693 days before we started to see any positivity in the market. And we could actually pull that back a little bit. It's probably right there, dude. I mean, we didn't actually see an actual uptick in the market from the downturn of the market, that's the beginning of the bear, is when this thing starts to fall, right? And then we could say, okay, well, the bottom of the bear started. We still had 476 days from the bottom of the bear. I mean, from where this almost hit the bottom, and then we flirted around here for about another year. But yeah, we're talking 483 days to roughly 670. Dude, so quite a while, dude. Almost 2 years. 2 years in the bear, bro. It was horrible. That was the longest bear market we had in a long time. Last time we had a bear market like that was not that long, right? We bounced back nicely out of this bull run, and that bear market only lasted. Let's measure it out. That year was about 500. Actually, let's go. That was about a year. That was about a year. The one from 2016 to the 2016 one only lasted for about a year. And then the one after that lasted for forever, bro. Yeah. So somewhere in that ballpark, it was quite a while. About to bother everyone in Discord again. Hell yeah, Jake. Get it, man. Would be awesome if we see XRP hit $10. That'd be fantastic. How come I always get wrecked in meme coins on Phantom? Because Solana, that's all Solana is, bro. Yeah, just be careful with that kind of stuff. Solana, I don't never play with meme coins, dude. I mean, it's just too risky. So super, super risky. Would be odd, yeah. Solana was below 10 in December 2022 and has done a 35x. Yeah. Dude, Solana's killed it, bro. I mean, I'll be honest. Solana was scared. So the reason why Solana fell so hard, everyone knows this. It's been in the game. The reason why Solana fell so hard is because it was attached to FTX. That was why. It was like, Sam Bankman-Fried was one of the largest holders of Solana. They were going to sell when FTX came out. They held, what was it? Almost like 60% of Solana. And so that news alone literally tanked Solana. And I mean, that thing was trading down here at freaking like $7, bro. So, I mean, if you bought that at $7, you'd be up almost 3,323% when this hit its high just this last year here in February. I mean, dude, imagine making a 30x on that, a 33x. You too, Necky Recky. Love you too, man. Cointelegraph just shared this news. Chinese firm WebS secures up to 100 million equity line with Ripple strategy. Gosh, dang, that's pretty good. Sol, a meme coin? No, it's not a meme coin. It's a blockchain, dude. It's not a meme coin. Solana sometimes can move like that, but I feel like a lot of other cryptos can move like that too. So I bought when it was $20. I sold it at 178. Dude, hell yeah. I only had 100 of them. Dude, that's good. That's still a good return, Mike. Kudos to you for selling it though. I mean, that's good. What's good, bro? How's the family? AJ, family's good, man. Everything's good. They're out there playing right now with water balloons and stuff like that. Yeah, we're just kicking it, dude. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. Projects on the solar meme mainly. Yeah, mostly, dude. What do you think of the Chinese? I mean, like I said, we're only fed one side of the story when it comes to just China and everything like that. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people out there. There's a lot of news out there. I'd say they're probably not our greatest friends. I'd say that they probably do steal a lot of intellectual property, but I think we probably steal a lot of intellectual property too. I mean, we're not the greatest either when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it's tough to say. I mean, yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about. It is crazy that we're banning. We're banning, the purchase of any Chinese. What is it? Chinese, Russian. I think a couple other countries are not allowed to buy in Texas. I saw that come through. So I mean, but to each your own on it. I mean, not everyone's bad. I think every culture, race, every has the good and the bad, no matter how you look at it. Should we be accumulating more XRP? It's up to you, man. It's up to you, dude. It's hard to say. I mean, I haven't accumulated any more XRP. I bought so much XRP, I just have it sitting there. Now I just day trade. Now we just trade. We just day trade. So when days are great, I look at my bag, my long term hold, and I'm happy. And then other days I just trade and fill the other. It's just is what it is now. Have you heard of HFTM? Not. When is XRP going to hit 215 tonight? I'm putting my entire swing bag on a long. Oh, you're saying if it hits 215 tonight, you're going to put your bag on? Okay, damn. Yeah, Neki Reki. I mean, we should probably get some. We'll probably get some. If July 4th, if like we're at the bottom of these charts and July 4th hits, and we and by like July 5th, we have the house that passes the big beautiful bill. Whew. Are all ISOs good to buy? I think some probably outweigh the others for sure. Like I think HBAR is a good buy. I think XLM is probably a good buy. XRP is obviously a good buy. Some people think that others are. So it's tough. Anytime. Thanks so much for the $10 in I think it's Australian, dude. Thank you so much for the super chat there. Hi Austin. Current thoughts on Bone and moving forward. Love your show. But yeah, Bone. Obviously, Bone. I was big into Bone. You guys know that, dude. Yeah, he's talking about SHIB. He's talking about Bone, the Shibarium blockchain. As you guys know me, Bone was probably one of my largest bags back in 2022, 2023. I sold that actually at a pretty good height, dude. I don't even know if it's actually still on my DEX tools, to be honest with you. But I haven't touched Bone in a really long time, just because Shibarium was such a flop. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. It was probably one of the biggest flops out there. I even put in I think probably a lot of it too was I was actually going to stake. I was trying to become a validator for them, but that didn't go through very well. But you could see, I mean, down to 18 cents. Gosh dang. This thing is definitely, let's go to the 1 day. But yeah, this thing has come down pretty hot since its existence, right? In all reality. But I sold Bone back, literally back over here. We bought it at 30 cents. We bought it at 30 cents, dude, back over here on the bottom of the bear. Bought it for like 30 cents back on May, like 22nd. I have a video out on this actually. And I ended up selling it. I held it through here, and then ended up selling it for like, somewhere over here in like $1.80. I think I sold it at this last little peak right here. But it hasn't really done a whole lot. It didn't really hold up to what we thought it was going to be. And so I now seeing it's down at 18 cents. I didn't even see that. That's crazy, dude. It's literally half the price that I bought it for back in the bear market of 2022. So yeah, they haven't really shown me a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. They haven't really shown me a whole lot. I don't know what to think of moving forward. To be perfectly honest with you, anytime. And I appreciate the super chat too. I was bad to the Bone. Yeah, I mean, Bone was legit. They had something going for it, and then it just kind of like took a big turd, dude. The Shibarium just did not turn out the way we thought it was going to. XLM's good, man. I think XLM has a good shot. Elon hates the big beautiful bill. I wonder how that will play out. He's not going to stop the pill from passing. I'll tell you that, dude. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, HBAR has been a long hold, dude, for sure. For sure, it's been a big hold. Okay, what else do we got here? I came into crypto in January with no clue of what I was doing and down bad, but I just kept buying XRP and HBAR. Damn, when did you what prices were you buying it at, dude? Because if you're buying it in January, you're saying you're DCAing in, Jacob, like you've DCA'd in throughout these last couple times. Elon owns crypto, of course. He wants the bill. He's just an actor for low IQ retailers who don't understand money. The big beautiful bill is passing, dude. There's no way. There's no way. After it passes, Senate was the biggest hurdle. House is going to be nothing, dude. The House is going to be simple. That's why it's going to pass by the 4th of July. That's why I said if you're in a short right now, you better be ready to jump out of it real quick. You can see right now my short that I put in on Ethereum, right? We're going to play it out. I'm not going to sweat it. What are your go-to chart indicators, Master? Well, I think, like I said, I keep it very simple. I don't overdo it. There's some things that people will talk about in Discord that I'll like look at just for fun. But like my things I look at, dude, honestly, I look at my volume indicators over here. These are my volumes. I do look at you can see right here, I do have a 50, I do have 100, and I do have a 200-day EMA that I look at. Again, those aren't really big for me. Those aren't as big as like say others. Let's go back to like a day chart, be easier. I do look at them because again, you do want to see like, where death crosses happen, where golden crosses happen. You want to see that. My fib retracements, I really follow fib, retracements. I think these things are really, really good indicators for where things could retrace back to and good support levels. My fair value gaps, I definitely like to follow the fair value gaps because again, those just help. Those are just another indicator. But my biggest one I go off of is our RSI, and the most I look at is our 4, 12, and days. Those are the big ones I look at here. I'm not a scalper. I don't trade. Like I try to hold anywhere from 48 to 72 hours is like my window, and I mean like I'm still holding my Bitcoin short that I held since last. I'm up $136 on it, but I've been holding it since Wednesday of last week, right? So. Sometimes we try to work our way out of positions and, but we played an XRP short yesterday, which is really well. We're still in an XRP short today. So yeah, to each your own, but I mean, those are the indicators I look at. Everyone else, uses different ones. You could use, there's so many indicators out there. Just find ones that work for you and find ones that give you confidence to introduce, to jump into a trade. At the end of this whole thing, all we're trying to do is just try to enter into a trade to make it where to either work your way out of the trade or obviously win the trade, but we're trying to win more trades than we lose. And I lose trades. I lost trades this weekend, dude. I lost an Ethereum trade this weekend. I entered in on Wednesday and lost that trade here on Saturday, dude. I lost that trade on Saturday. So it happens, dude. I don't always win all my trades. We take some L's, but we come back and we win some other ones. And so I had one loss. This weekend. One loss this weekend. And then I came back and we had like 4 wins. So one loss, okay, I'll take the loss, but I had 4 wins now that trumped that loss by, by 5-fold. So you're the best, man. Thank you for asking. I think some short video overviews and tutorials, those will be in the Discord, dude. I probably won't share any like tutorials, things like that. It'll be in the Discord. For the VIP members, that's kind of where my energy is going to go for that kind of stuff, dude. Just to be 100% frank with you, outside of my lives. What should be holding as of right now? I mean, there's a Bitcoin. I think you should be holding Bitcoin. If you're new to crypto, you should be holding Bitcoin. When I get on Discord, I don't know on which one is actually you. Well, just realize, Jacob, I'll never DM you. If you're in my Discord, dude, very rarely will I will never DM you. It's as simple as that. I'll never DM you. But I'm probably going to end up making my Discord private so that people like that can actually come in and know who's in Discord. So that's probably going to happen. I'm going to be putting out a VIP section here, which is going to be a little bit more just for people who are serious. That's all it is. It's going to be a little bit more than the $1.99 for the membership for Discord. It's going to be a little bit more than that. And that's mostly just to bring serious people in. That's all it is. You DM the shit. I haven't started the VP yet. VIP, like I said, it's summertime. It's hard to put a date on. I know a lot of people here in Discord have been asking me for when it's coming out here, and there's a lot of things that are like, gosh, dude, like I've gone back and forth on a lot with trying to make it the best. Let's go. What's up, Crypto Mimi? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, the markets are making a little bit of a comeback right now. I'm ready to learn, so I stop losing so bad. Yeah, the big thing is like just trying to. The biggest thing you can do is just really focus on your margin calls, not overextending your margin. That's your biggest thing, dude. And not not overextending your leverage and all that stuff. Oh, Nostradamus. Hey, dude, I'm not 100% right on all my stuff. That's fair. I can appreciate that. Your time and energy is worth it. Yeah, I appreciate that. Austin, I could have saw you dear me a week ago. Thanks for that. No problem, Jack. You guys are crazy. Buy more HBAR. Yeah, HBAR's been good, dude. HBAR's been good. HBAR is not a bad. I mean, like I said, it's probably my out of the top 25 cryptos. I mean, that's like the DGM play. And right now, I mean, it's still on a retracement. We're still going to see a retracement. We could get down to this 0.5. I mean, in all honesty, dude, I mean that 0.5 is in play right there on the fib. Did it before, I'll do it again. Right? You can see there's a 4-hour gap right here at the top of the 0.5. I mean, the 0.5 could definitely be touched again. Like, and it very well probably will. That's at 14.1, which is roughly what probably a 2% fall. Sure as shit, 2% fall. It's crazy how looking at a chart, you kind of just know. You've been doing this long enough, you kind of just know your percentages quickly. That and how things work out. That is definitely a pretty good percentage right there. 2%. 2%. Just always remember 2%. Who's down the fresh fish taco? Come on down, Austin. Fresh fish taco. Is it halibut? What is it? Is it fried fish tacos? I'll be down with that. Big double A. Do you think HBAR could 8x from here? Well, I mean, technically where it's at right now would put it. I mean, if I'm saying $2, dude, I think it's going to be way over an 8x, and that's extremely robust. Now, saying $2 after seeing it come where it's at is kind of a robust number to say, but you never know. I don't like to say the X's, dude, because it's just like we'll just have to keep following it, dude. Like all we want is positive momentum at the end of it. Algo will come back, I hope. Yeah, Algo's solid, dude. It's been around for a while. After this last 5 months, I'm not buying a dang coin until the daily RSI is on the floor. Yeah, and you got to think, I mean, look at the weeklies, right? I've always said this to you guys. When in doubt, zoom out. You can see right now the weekly, I mean, like, yeah, there's going to be some catalysts coming in here, but I mean, everything is kind of telling us, I mean, and you never know. This could play out where we do something like this right here, where this started in November of 23 and went all the way until February. So what is that? November, December, January, February, March. That's 5 months. What puts us 5 months from now, dude? That puts us right in October, dude. That puts us right in October. So, I mean, you can see how that played out here as well. I mean, we had a massive rally here. I mean, you just never know. But really right now, we're at the top. So we just gotta be patient. We're at the top of the day on the weekly for the relative strength index here. So we're starting to come down. We want to maybe bounce off, do something like this right here. This is kind of what we want to see coming over here without creating a new low down here. We want to basically build out of here and then build up to the next level. That's really what we want, to be 100% honest with you. Yo, Austin, my bad if you answered this, but does CoinTracker.io connect to your BTCC? Yeah, it just connects to wallets. So if you want to, all you got to do is just go to your BTCC account, and let's just say that you're going to trade. Let's just say you have your crypto, like you want a crypto deposit here, and you've traded your wallets. You can see all your wallet transactions right here. All mine are ERC20 because they're all USDT. So all you got to do is just go to your USDT Ethereum, and then you just copy your wallet, copy this address right here into your coin tracker, and all it's going to do is just track that wallet address because it's on the blockchain, right? Everything's on the blockchain here. So it's going to track that blockchain transaction. So That's all it's going to do. So just do that. Just copy that address in there, or copy the address from like mine. These are all coming from a MetaMask. So they're all coming from this MetaMask right here. So just copy the MetaMask, or sorry, it's not connected, but copy that MetaMask in there. It'll do the same transactions. Austin, do you think the 4-year run is no longer? No, it's going to continue, dude. It's going to continue, bro. It's a 4-year debt cycle. So I don't see the debt going away. So since the debt's not going away, you know, we're always going to be on this 4-year cycle. What if nothing happens because something new comes out? I always think about that. Like what, Lorenzo? When you say that, what do you mean? Give me an example. Uh-oh, we got our first. Did we get our first Dave of the house? Did we get our first Dave of the night? Dave, we got a Dave in the house. Oh my gosh, we went literally an hour and 25 minutes without a Dave, and I think a Dave just showed up. I guess that's what happens when you stream a little too long. Crypto's definitely going to crash in the worst year. Just like, in the worst year, 2014, people just want to think they know better. It will crash. Dave, we can't do that. Dave's not here. Oh, there's the Dave here. I just read it. We got the Trek coming in hot. There you go, buddy. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for someone to drop it. Austin, put him on the the good thing is that if you're not part of the A team and you don't know the inside joke, like those people will not get it. They'll just be like, "What are we talking about? Who's Dave?" Oh, that's so funny, dude. I love that. I love the A team. You guys are awesome. Oh. Yeah, there is, dude. There is. What does it say by? I don't even know what that is, Apple user. But all right, guys, I've been on here for an hour and a half. I'm gonna go watch some soccer. We got some soccer coming up today. I don't know if you guys are watching the World Cup or the FIFA World Cup, but we got a soccer match coming up here in an hour. And I'm gonna go kick it outside. It's nice and hot. Get some food into me, dude. And yeah, so I must have missed that one. What's the inside joke on this one? Oh, the feet pick. Oh yeah, we got to take that off. That's an inside. That's over. That was a couple months ago. We got to move that inside joke out. 18, yeah. There's another one. Fan wants me to put up here. It's a chicharron, because I say eat to eat your own, and she always thinks I say chicharron, but I say to eat your own, like to eat your own, do your own thing. You know what I mean? And so I'm definitely gonna be putting that one on there. That was pretty funny. I got a kick out of that one, dude. The chicharron. And now I'm gonna say it, chicharron, and everyone's gonna be like, "What the hell is he talking about?" So, but appreciate you guys coming on here. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support and just kicking it with me for the last hour and a half here. To eat your own. Yeah, right. Well, I say to eat your own, and then people think I say cheat your own. So yeah, it's pretty funny how that works out. So but I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. We'll be back on here. I will not be on here tomorrow morning. I'll come back on tomorrow afternoon, probably the same time. As you guys know, usually I do not stream on Wednesdays, but I'll definitely try to come on here and stream tomorrow evening sometime. We do not have soccer tomorrow. Tomorrow's our day off, so it should actually be pretty decent. So with all that, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Throw some dudes in the chat here for me. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And with all that, love you guys a ton. We're out. Peace out, everyone.